Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming, and this is the Far Cry 5 spoiler talk. So, obviously, this will be chock full of spoilers. I mentioned the ending of the game in my review and how it ruined the game for me, and I'm gonna address that here and now, so you have been warned that this is full of spoilers. It's in the titles, I'm putting up a spoiler warning now. So let's just go through the three endings in essentially chronological order. The first ending that is possible is at the very beginning of the game, not unlike Far Cry 4, where you can basically just choose to not do something. When you go to arrest Joseph Seed, you can choose to not cuff him. And if you do that, you and the cops just leave. And that's the end of the game, really. But then you haven't played the game, and that defeats the point of it being a game. So you get two choices at the end. One is to either fight Joseph Seed or walk away. If you walk away, you and the cops get to just leave. But all the friends you've made, all the guns for hire you've made, they're stuck there, entranced in bliss, and they belong to Joseph Seed now. And that's something I have a complaint with to begin with. The fact that they're all like bliss brainwashed, that just annoyed the shit out of me. The second I saw that, I really didn't like it. That in and of itself, like, already made a disappointing story even more annoying because I knew the choices were just gonna suck. But you and the cops leave, you get in a truck, you start driving away, and a song comes on the radio, and the song happens to be the trigger from when you were brainwashed by Jacob. Yes, you get captured and brainwashed by Jacob. Your guy gets captured by everyone at some point in time. It's kind of weird. But you're brainwashed to be one of Jacob's soldiers. So when this song comes on, you start seeing the red on the screen and you're just focused on the sheriff and you know what's going to happen. You know he's going to end up killing all three of them in a psychotic rage. So that's a shit ending. Then there's the other ending where you choose to fight Joseph Seed, and I'm gonna tell you now, that's an even more shit ending, and there's some scientific reasons as to why it's a completely shit ending. So if you choose to fight Seed, once you have beaten him, a nuclear bomb goes off. Not set off by him, but the US is now under attack and getting nuked. And literally everyone you just saved dies from it. Most of them die from like the blast. You and the cops get in the truck with Joseph Seed, but you're all close enough to get either massive amounts of radiation or you should have been killed in the fireball rather than the blast wave. And you probably should have been killed in the fireball because when you're trying to drive to one of the bunkers, all the trees and shit are just on fire. So you probably should have been set on fire. And by the time you get near the bunker, two other nukes have gone off. So like you're radiated as shit. You are going to die from radiation poisoning so fucking quickly. You get near the bunker, a tree falls, truck crashes, all the cops except for you die, and somehow Joseph Seed survives, and he takes you to the bunker. And then he sits there and has this rant about how he can't kill you now because you're family, you're all he's got, you're the two last survivors. And it's idiotic because you're both gonna die in like 20 minutes from radiation poisoning. So there, I just explained them. If you want to, you can go and watch the endings because they have been out for like a week, surprisingly enough, like all three endings. I found that surprising last night when I watched the endings that I didn't get. And if you're curious, I got the nuke ending and it just shit on the game for me. The second it happened, like, and I saw it coming, it was kind of way too obvious, but it happened and I was just immediately like, this is so fucking lame. So then I was like, maybe the other endings would redeem this for me, and I went and watched and I was like, nope, that's not redeeming. And I mean, obviously the one where you don't play the game, that's not redeeming. Admittedly, Far Cry 3, you knew Brody could never really reintegrate into society. You knew that, but at least that was a somewhat happy ending. I mean, vaguely, it wasn't a great ending either. Or you could stay as a warrior and he would get murdered, which was a shit ending as well. Then you have Far Cry 4, which one of the four endings I actually really liked, where you don't kill Pagan Min. I liked that one. The one where you choose Sabal or Amita, either way, I didn't really like those endings, but I understood them and I was satisfied with them, whereas Far Cry 5, fuck that ending. It honestly upset me because it was already a mediocre story, mediocre gameplay, nothing new, nothing fancy, nothing special, and then to just have that shit all over the story. It was truly disappointing for me. So now you have my thoughts and spoiler talk on Far Cry 5. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and if you like what I'm doing in general, share or subscribe. Have a good one. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please...